What's up, man? Lawson C out of here with another video. We're gonna talk about the Gorilla Glue Girl scenario, but it's really the black hair storyline we need to get into. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into this. When I was 14 years old, when around 14, I remember when my mama and my cousin's girlfriend went to get their hair done together. Now my mama has short hair for most of my life, so normally she would wear ponytails and such, but this time she decided to get a I don't know what you call it. I guess it'll be a wig. It was like a knitted inside of it, and she had it glued in. And after like a day or so, my cousin's girlfriend, she didn't like it. She was like, "I get this out of my hair. It's like a hair hat. It was itchy." She took it out. And my mama, she wanted to take hers out too. So at some point, she got so fed up with her head itching and stuff. She finally, around it was like 1:00 in the morning. She got up. She was complaining, yelling. So I went to see what was going on, and she was like, "I got to get this mess out of my head. It's itching. I don't want it no more." So as she began to take it out, each time she would get some of it out, it would take some of her hair with it. So she wanted me to help her take it out. So when I started pulling it off, I said, when you try to help somebody get something off of them and you feel like it's hurting them, you get timid. You don't want to do it because you think it's hurting them. And I was like, I can't mind. It's like it's pulling your scalp. So she just moved me out of the way and just said, and started just ripping it out of her head, and her hair was coming out with it. So when she finally got it off, she had all these bald spots in her head, and she looked inside the weave inside the crown of it, and it was just all spots of her hair in it. So I can tell she was embarrassed, but I was able to get her to laugh about it. And it just showed, and I used to always, me and my brother used to always try to convince her, "Mom, just wear your natural hair. Mom, just get your natural hair. Just get a regular short," because she used to wear wigs that were really short. So why don't you just use your real hair for those hairstyles? But she wouldn't do it. And she lost more of her hair trying to cover her real hair. And, most of her life, she wore wigs and ponytails and stuff. But the point is, why don't the women or black women like wearing their natural hair?
No, like in the early parts of her life, she didn't wear wigs and hair hats.
Yeah.
I would say more towards when
Early
I was in
2000s,
middle school,
probably early 2000s.
when we moved to a certain particular area in our cousin, who we call our aunt. A lot of black people do that. Put her on to
Yeah,
ponytails, and she started wearing that.
And she just wouldn't stop wearing them. And she lost more of her hair wearing those ponytails. And I grew up, my auntie used to tell
Now, our aunt, her sister, she
wore-
never wore wigs. She couldn't stand it.
Our aunt never wore ponytails, wigs, or anything.
Now she would would they perm her hair, but she never wore wigs.
Yeah, I have a little cousin who is my girlfriend's daughter. My girlfriend's daughter. That's my girlfriend's daughter. My cousin's daughter. When she was little, my aunt told her not to put perms in her hair. Her mother still did. Now she's in her teenage years and
Struggling.
She's struggling still. And it's like, I remember when Beyonce brought her daughter to the award show.
Yep.
And her hair was unkept, and all these black women were on Twitter attacking her, saying, "What's wrong with her hair? Her hair look raggedy, da da da. Perm that girl hair." I remember my own mother. I remember her sitting in front of the TV saying she need to perm that girl hair. I'm like, no, she shouldn't. And then now
Blue Ivy hair is in the middle of her back.
And it's like, why don't black women want to take the time to take care of their hair?
Because they want instant. They want it to be instant. They want their hair to be straight and flowing, like they see these how the media portrays your hair supposed to look with these Caucasians and other nations of people.
I don't think that's all the way yet, but we're gonna get to this. The Gorilla Glue girl, she did something. She's not a girl, I'm sorry. Woman, she's 40 years old. She did something really stupid. Most people already seen this video, but we're gonna watch it anyway.
No, my hair has been like this for about a month now. It's not by choice. No, it's not by choice. When I do my hair, I like to, finish it off with a little Got to Be glue spray. Just to keep it in place. Well, I didn't have any more Got to Be glue spray, so I used this Gorilla Glue spray.
Hair is shiny as hell. Fry the hell out of her hair. But so
Mop and glow.
So obviously her hair stiffened because of Gorilla Glue, which is funny because it's Gorilla Glue, the more she washed her hair, the stronger the hole got. So she kept washing it, making it stronger and stronger. But anyway, so that's the video that was trending. And obviously this video turned into more of a larger topic when we talked about black women and their hair and the workplace and societal standards towards black women's hair. And I feel like we always jump to the immediate point of, oh, black men in particular, we jump to the point of black women wear wigs or weaves because they want to be like white women. That's what we normally jump to. But obviously it's much deeper than that.
What do you think is?
I believe it's not just you know how as black men the stereotype with them is your sneakers. The idea of how well a black man is doing is his clothes and his sneakers. I think for a black woman, the way the black man keep up with the Joneses is he wore the latest sneakers, and he got a fit on. I think
So her social status is based on how well her hair is.
I believe the black woman's social status, at least now, is her hair. How laid, quote unquote, is her hair? How her edges? How's her what they call the baby hairs and all that stuff? How laid is her hair? If it's not laid enough, she ain't doing what she's supposed to be doing. She ain't got the bag, quote unquote, and all that stuff. And obviously, this also turned into a thing where some people think it was fake. Some people think that she did it to go viral. Because she did do this on TikTok. She didn't, she posted this on TikTok. So the people think she did this to go viral. So another woman did it, which proved this one was clearly trying to go viral.
Okay. Trying to stay away from my edges right there. On this side. This side is a little bit more healthier than this side. So, But even still, when I sprayed it on this side, but it's still tacky. Let's see.
Wow.
Yeah, she used it to keep her hair down. But another woman made a video responding to this.
Now y'all allowed this girl and her Gorilla Glue mess to go ahead, get verified, get over $20,000 donated to her for her mess up, for her to get a free surgery that she didn't even need the $20,000 for, and then she used y'all money to go right to a dealership in LA and put down on a Mercedes-Benz.
Wow.
This is what y'all allow her to do, America. It's so many businesses that needed that money that you donated to this person who did it on purpose. I'm appalled.
So yeah,
Good job.
So yeah, a lot of people believe she was obviously a scamming. But once again, because this was a black woman, obviously a lot of the pundits out there, a lot of people who are looking to, get some attention, they turn this into a race thing, saying that she did it because she's a black woman trying to live up to the standards of corporate America or white society. And I think
she done this seeking attention.
Obviously, that's the easy answer, but we're going to talk about the fact there is cases of black women having to capitulate to corporate America. This woman here, this black anchor, she was fired for wearing her natural hair. You see here, so the viewers needed to see a beauty queen. And she said, my natural hair was unprofessional, the equivalent to him wearing a baseball hat to go to the grocery store. Viewers needed to see a beauty queen. So her boss compared him wearing a baseball cap to go to the grocery store is the same thing as her wearing her natural hair. So her natural hair is her dressing down. That's disrespectful.
That's very disrespectful.
But here's the thing. When you want to be in corporate society, you have to do their rules. Unfortunately, black men have to do the same thing. When you go in corporate society, you can't be wearing braids and dreads and all that stuff.
Yeah, because right now, I mean, I'm growing my hair out, and sometimes, but I work in a different position where I have to have my hair covered. But even so, it's like I can't just go in and wear my natural hair out because it has to be covered. You know, when I go out and I see customers, it's it's believed that if you're wearing your hair naturally out, it's not viewed as like what she's going through. It's not viewed as professional. That's what he was hinting to.
Yeah.
You wearing your natural hair is not professional.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. But
This is the hair that the Most High has growing out of my head, and you telling me it's not professional.
yeah, that's the point though. That's what happens when you're in captivity. A lot of people don't understand oppression. Oppression is when you are forced to abide by somebody else's rules. And
And
unfortunately, in this society, we have to follow other people's rules. You see here, Ayanna Presley responded to Twitter user suggestion she wear a weave, and she said no, because she shaved her head bald. It's one of those things where when you live in someone else's society and they're the dominant society, they dictate what's normal and what's professional. Now, see, the problem is, though, a lot of our sisters, unfortunately, they tend to confuse beauty standards with professional standards. So they think because corporate society tell them that wearing their hair straight is a professional, they also think that that means that people want them to wear their hair straight to be attractive.
Yeah.
The black man has never wanted the black woman to wear her hair straight like the white woman. Matter of fact, the black man, when he truly had control of his community, he had everybody in afros, including white people. When you get to the 30s, 40s, 50s, the black man, unfortunately, he was frying the hell out of his hair too. He was out here putting lye in his head, basically, straightening his hair. He
wanted a comb over.
Black men are not completely innocent in this either, but around the 60s, he started to wear a fro. He put his woman in a fro, his kids in a fro. It became so normal. You had white people putting perms in their hair to have a fro.
Yep.
Up until the 70s, and then you get to the 80s, and that's when,
Jerry curls.
Diana Ross came along in the 70s and all that stuff. And now women are wearing these wigs, these big hair and all that stuff. And black women decided to follow that until the 90s came. And that's when they call them the Janet Jackson braids came.
Yeah.
That's when the women start wearing braids. But it's also when we got more of the ponytails, the weaves, the wigs, the sew-ins and all that stuff. I think the biggest thing in all this is it seems like black men are simply not allowed to dictate the beauty of his women.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's not allowed to. So no matter how long black men say, hey, we don't want you wearing wigs, we don't want you wearing this, we think you look better with this, it doesn't matter because unfortunately, you don't have any power. I don't work for you, so you don't get to tell me what's okay and what's not okay.
Yeah, I mean, like when black women wear these lace fronts, I think the lace fronts has really just taken over. Yeah, it makes you look masculine.
Following behind those homosexual men.
I mean, it's flat out as a tranny.
Yeah.
Your face structure is not built
for that type of makeup.
For that type of makeup. Your face structure is not. Now, I'm not saying you can't straighten your hair I mean, they've been doing that forever, straightening hair.
Yeah, that's not nothing new, straightening your hair.
It's the wigs. Stop wearing those damn wigs.
They just, no matter how much we tell them, don't do it, it does this, is that. They found studies that the stuff they put in your hair actually eats through your scalp and affects your brain.
There was a black woman who was a police officer, I believe. And I think she said she had some type of surgery or she was getting headaches or something. And they did a scan. And he told her, you have holes
in your brain
because
of the chemicals you're putting in the scalp.
Pretty much.
And I remember we showed our mama this and
she still continued to use perms. It's like
they won't stop. You see this woman here, she said, the black world told us our hair wasn't good enough. Black people were irritated with me when I went natural 18 years ago. Black people asked me why and told me it was unnecessary. No white person ever told me that I needed to straighten my hair. Now that's her, that's things that happened to her. But do you think black people are more detrimental in this standpoint, or you think it's just the greater society in general?
I think it's the greater society in general. It's sort of like it's like a generational passing down type thing.
Yeah.
Like if you've been straightening your hair and black people used to straighten your hair, and you've been told that your hair is unruly, then it's just like it's gonna be like, girl, you need to go straighten your hair. Your hair look a mess. Even with dudes, it's like Kevin Durant. He wears his hair natural.
And niggas always put a brush
And
on.
there's a funny YouTube video where this guy is brushing the screen trying to brush Kevin Durant's head. It's just like even with him, you get told, your hair is peasy,
Well, hold
quote
on.
unquote.
See, there's a difference. Hold on. See, this is where there's a difference between wearing your hair natural and not keeping yourself kept. Like, let's be honest. There's a difference.
But that's
Upkeep
natural
is
hair.
Upkeep is different from not wearing your natural hair. You can brush your hair. That's your natural hair, but you can brush your hair to look presentable.
But hold on, it's his hair in a natural form.
Okay, well, I ain't got to brush my teeth
presentable.
then. Let them be yellow. That's a beauty standard, ain't it?
Well, hold on. Well, wait a minute. Some cultures don't brush their teeth.
Which one?
Some African.
That's bullshit. They definitely brush their teeth.
So all those African tribes over there brush their teeth.
Yes. They use the root. They use roots. It's actual root. They use to brush their teeth. Some of them use regular toothbrushes, obviously.
But you
They use
realize
real remedies.
you realize there is bleach in the toothpaste that we use, right? The fluoride and stuff. It actually bleaches your teeth. You know that, right?
You proved my point. I thought you.
But they're not using toothpaste over there to bleach their teeth.
But their teeth still white because they brush their teeth.
Okay.
So
We're getting off topic.
No, it's the same topic. Upkeep is not the same as not keeping upkeep is not the same thing as just being natural. You cannot wear wigs. You cannot
So the way that his
perm your hair or bleach your hair to another color and
hold on. So
still
the
keep
way
it
that
upkeep.
his hair comes out of his scalp, which is curly and look like little BBs.
So don't get a haircut either. Don't trim your beard. That's natural. But you understand that there's a difference between natural and upkeep. Anyway.
Yeah, there is a difference between natural and upkeep. It's just
But there's nothing wrong with upkeep, brothers, sisters. It's just there's no need to be fake. But the last point I want to make is this: UN Women tweeted, "Love is equality, love is respect, love is love. Happy Valentine's Day." They showed an Indian woman with this woman. They showed an older man with a older man. They showed a black. It's like a black dude. See the hair? He's wearing the boots. But they showed a black woman hugging herself. And my point of showing this is, there's other people outside of our community that's putting this in the media. It's not black men. It's not us. Now, I think UN Women, this might be a black woman that posted this. But it's other people are trying to convince you you're not beautiful, you're not loved. It's not us. Please stop taking stuff like this and making it seem like it's a reality. This is propaganda.
yeah.
It's propaganda. So please, when you see stuff like this, understand there's an agenda they're pushing. So that's my whole point on that. There's nothing wrong with upkeep. You just don't need to wear the extras. And this Gorilla Glue chick was a scammer.
Yeah, and I just want to say, the Most High has literally blessed you with the best. He gave you the best everything. He gave you the best type of hair. You don't have to worry about getting damn lice.
The
in your
strongest hair.
The strongest hair.
The hair that's most. Your hair can go curly, straight, fro.
He gave you the most diverse hair. You don't have to worry. Asian people hair is so straight.
Yeah, they can't get certain hairstyles.
They can't get certain hairstyles.
Yeah, they have to put stuff in their hair, chemicals to get your texture. But you can get their texture by just putting heat on it. You put heat on your hair, you can make it straight. You put water on it, it can frizz up and get curly. Your hair is amazing.
Even your skin. He made your skin like copper. He makes it shine. He literally gave you the best of everything.
Yeah. But when you learn to do this, what his sister's doing, unfortunately, this picture is misrepresented what it should be. But self-love allows you to be able to love other people as well. So, but anyway, that's our opinion on that subject. Hopefully, someday, the black man and woman will set their own standards, not just beauty standards, but their professional standards too, when this society finally ends and then the rightful leaders take over. But anyway, man, all praise to the Most High.